Hulabaya. Nialamonoya Suni, Almonokuya, Nokustokumonoya, Inikiso Tokunohuela, Inikiso Monohuela. Greetings, lovely gods and goddesses of all that is. This video, and welcome to the experience, right? Transcending with DennyK. And DennyK is a name that I don't use. Here's the story behind that. When I was a child, that was basically my name. Through people I didn't like. Well, I did like, but I didn't, but stuff like that. So it's all through family. And weird relations with these people eventually led to resentment of that name. So I just said, I'm not using that name, you know what I mean? And then I just went with D. And then through a short period of my time, about 10 years ago, about 10 years ago, something like, wow, I don't even know. Was it 10 years? I don't know, whatever, 12 years maybe. I was working for a landscape company, and he was it was an Italian. So in these Italians, they put the Y at the end of the fucking names. Why, I don't know. So they called me Denny. So then I put the Italian with that because I'm a half Italian. So I put that with it, associated with that energy that went toward those people that were associated with Italian. So basically, that Denny I'm using as a motivation. Something to inspire me from, because that whole name error is not good up here. So I'm working with it. And this is helping me. You see, this is how I do it. So, enough about that. Let's go over a small ritual technique you can do anytime. I call this the Shaman Swirl. The Shaman Swirl. And what do I mean by that? I mean by the Shaman Swirl, if you think about what really is, everything is moving. Nothing is still. Everything is moving, right? Listen. Now we want to breathe this light, your light, around you through these chakras. So, and then the normal meditation, we would sit here. Right? Just visualize. So we need to take it to the next level. You see? So when you sit and meditate, where do you see yourself? You see yourself in that place, meditating. But what is it really doing? It's really dancing. This place that you're really in. It's not sitting there like this. It's sitting there like this. Right? It's a rhythm. It's a rhythm with breath, the heartbeat of the core of the earth. Okay, see? You see that? You're breathing in. So we're actually using our receptive hand and our power hand. You can have a feather, a wand, whatever you want, crystal, whatever you want to do, and the energy's there. So we're actually manipulating it now. We're helping it, because what we need to see when it's going on up here in that dimension, we actually need to see it. So we're physically moving the energy now. Okay, so it's a physical and non-physical thing, because we're actually breathing it in and we're just pushing it in, and then it's out here, our aura. So we can bring this air in. So we'll just, and then you just want to swirl your move with your breath. We all don't breathe the same, and don't make it feel uncomfortable, right? Just make it where it's your time, your being. Don't worry about mine, what I'm doing, or what whoever's doing. If you're in a group, don't worry about it. You're just doing what you're doing. Moving. That's that me energy. Manipulating energy. Moving energy. So even when we start to talk, when you talk, we're not talking like that up there. We are aligning with this dimension that we're actually doing this in. Because after a while from breathing like this, and you can fan the chakras, because it comes out of the pores. The energy just comes out of the pores. So we just swoosh it around. And as we exhale, we push it up. And we see all that shit going away, all that, that anxiety and depression and not having, those worries of materialism, of not having it, not having a job, all these sorts of things bother us. Because basically, we have mean thoughts. We have negative thoughts and mean thoughts. So let's clear it. This is how we just clear. Because these mean thoughts and negative thoughts, they don't go away. They're going to be there all the time. Because we got to realize we're always in judgment and we judge ourselves. We have to stop that and just recognize those energies, those thoughts. Those mean thoughts, energies, those negative energies, these are all just mean. And this is the balance, dark. So just let them sit there and transform it. You're going to transform that to light. So if you have a mean thought about something, think of something that you've done that's you're judging on, you know what I'm saying? And just let it go and laugh it off as a joke. Like we shamans say, culture is a game. Everyone else takes this seriously, takes culture seriously. The shamans, this is how the shamans do his or her magic, you see. So we take all this light, this beautiful energy. This is one thing the Italians, they teach me, when you talk with your hands, I realize that I'm actually spreading energy, right? So moving it. So you visualize your whole chakratic system swirling with this energy, because you're pushing it and you're fanning it. Now you're using, your helpers. This makes it more entertaining for us. Like, wow, you felt good after doing that. You feel very good. You're in that space now. And if you keep doing that, breathe in for about 3 or 4 seconds. Let that swirl all over. And visualize, and then eventually you visualize it through your arms, your body, and it just, flickers off your legs. You play with it and see what makes you feel comfortable doing that. And like, wow, I can think clearly now. I can see stuff. Because after doing this for a while, see, I started doing this at an altar. Because I was asking to learn shit, right? To learn magic, to learn healing, and they've taught me. So that's what I've done. And after doing that for so long, you start to see in that place, that fifth dimension of just love, harmony, balance, unconditional love, everything just goes away, and it's always in the future of this joy, right? So, and that's where we stay. We'll eventually line up with that thought, because it's now a thought, because we're there now. You see yourself doing all these things, dancing and all this. And then when you come to a crossroads in your life, pay attention to what that's doing in that place. As you breathe in, think of all those problems, whatever is on your mind. And then once it hits you, boom, explodes, right? All that shit explodes. Now you got to get rid of it. And actually take all that energy, do it streams down, right? And just bust out all that energy that's there. Like machine guns. Now you can get wild with it, and you can expand on that, right? You see these little dudes coming in, right? These little combat dudes, right? They come in, right? They got their machine gun, they're throwing little grenades, right? They're lighting little bombs and shit, bursting the energy right out of there, all that stagnant crap, so you can put the new in here, right? Put that new stuff in here. One. We are one. I'm one with the... This is how they teach you. This is what they teach. This is what a wolf actually does. I just taught you how to get rid of stagnant energy. You get creative doing it. This is when I started doing healing arts. They say be creative. Well, that's what I need to do. You just visualize shit. Whoa. And eventually someone's gonna be like, what are you doing, man? Like, I'm feeling good. And you're laughing, you're feeling good, right? Because you're fucking swirling it. You got your army, your little, you can get crazy. And when you blow it out, you see black chalk dust or a black flame, whatever you want. You watch it transform. And it settles down in the earth. Mother Earth goes, gives the lesson, recycles it into something else. It doesn't even bother you no more. It shouldn't even affect you after you spit it out, or you fan it away. Once you're fanning it away, you're giving it out to that earth aura that we carry. That's outside of our aura. So our aura is like this, and the earth aura is beyond that, closer, We're more connected down here to earth. But hers is expands through our whole aura. And she takes it and does whatever. It doesn't matter what she does with it. Don't worry about it, because you don't have it no more. It's gone. It's gone just like that. Thinking like this will get you away from the negative thoughts, the mean thoughts, and then eventually that shit won't even matter. It'll be a laugh off, like, that old fool, he was a fool, but it's actually, or her, you know what I mean? You're talking about yourself. That was foolish of me. What a thought. Goodbye, and just be creative. This is helping yourself to heal your mind. This is what it's all about, healing the mind, the body, and the soul. And that's what it's all about. And during this process, you'll find your life's mission, your soul purpose, or mission. It's all the same. Your soul's mission is a mission. Life is a mission. So why should it be different? This is life, but we have a soul. The soul has a real mission. That is the real, true mission. That's the captain. The captain of this ship. Starfleet. So we've just got way imaginative, and this is how This little meditation, breathing all these things in, led into what I've just opened up. I don't even know what I've talked about. I don't write this down no more. Writing is going to become obsolete because we have this. We need to save the paper unless we can come up with some other way to create paper. We're killing trees. So you see how we're just getting imagined. Now we're thinking solutions. This is the hawk vision, seeing beyond this. Because we're not thinking about, oh my God, I don't have money today, I can't buy this, I didn't get so and so this Christmas. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. And then we're online. People are negative thinking, and there's all this news and all this shit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we have someone up here doing this. If you tune into it, are you tuned into it? Look. So next time you sit down to meditate, what do you see? Where do you see yourself? Are you sitting there still, or are you meditating? Everything is meditation. Everything we do is meditation. Just by making this video is a meditation. The Shamans Ascension Path. This is truly the path. This is what it is. It's a process of being humiliated, broke down, ripped apart. Everything ripped apart and ripped your heart out of you. Ripped it right out of you. And then, after you learn that lesson, after 40 years, they start to build you back up very slowly. Piece by piece, your bones, your ligaments, your tendons, your nerves, everything but your heart. You see, that's the last thing you get back. And I've gotten it back, through spirit, because this past few months, over the summer, I got it back. Because how I knew this, in 2014 they ripped my heart out in 2015, and I was at a complete downfall of everything, and I was learning little bit by little bit, and then in 2000 for a year, and then this past summer, They spoke to me because I learned now that I get messages through music and numbers and animals and color and all these different other things, everything basically. And at this time in my life, this is how I knew I got my heart back. There was a song on the radio. I was at a job site. Well, first of all, I came up to a mama deer, female. I was like, oh, blessed. I stopped everything I was doing just to enjoy, and get engulfed in the energy, and then this tune, and then I put my shit back on, go back to work, and then these tunes came on, and it was about that you made it, something about the heart. It was you. The fuck was that? That's the washer. I don't know but anyway, they said welcome home. The mother deer said, welcome home. You have now made it. You have gotten your heart back, basically. You found your way back to your heart. So I found my way back to this center right here. Right? The galactic center right here. So, Reiki, witchcraft, all taught me these things right here. What I do with this. This is the craft. So this is just a little ritual technique to do early in the mornings, late at night, in the shower, in the car, whenever you're stressed, whatever. Start doing it now. Whatever. Do it together. Just know that you're not alone. You're not alone. do however you feel. Use a sage. You can. That's another thing. If you have burning sage, you light some sage, swish it around the room. This is another cleansing technique. That's actually what I started using to begin with, is sage. In these types of Palo Santo. And I learned that incense carry some carcinogens that are bad for the body. So just watch out for what kind of incense you buy. You want to make stick to organic. Don't, read what you're buying, because it is bad for you. If you're in an enclosed area all the time, in a ritual altar space, you might want to switch to sage, Palo Santo. That's just what I did. Incense is more for larger areas, not burning all the time. You know what I mean? Because I was burning 2 or 3. Anyway, that's just a little key thing to do. So I'm glad to share this little small ritual with you guys. Just try it out, the Shaman Swirl. And the name don't mean nothing. What really means is, it means to me, it doesn't, Shaman Swirl does not mean that to me, to what it would mean to you, because I'm showing you. Because what it means to me is, it's a double S. And in numerology, the S is number 1. It's S. It's AJS. AJS is number 1. It's in that column. So, and I have 2 S's, because they spoke to me, and the 2 S's would actually mean 11 or 2, but I only see 11. That's just a little trick that they've taught me to come up with shit. Because that's what I'm actually doing, is illuminating the energy. And you can actually see your chakras, visualize your chakras like out here, and you just see them. You're like operating on it, like this needs that, this needs that. But don't think, just see energy, because it's righteousness. So they're gonna give you righteousness. You see what I'm saying? Don't worry about the thought or what you're trying to get rid of. Just know that there's that energy. That light, that whatever light you use, whether it's gold or purple or violet or whatever, because that's the light, that's what you work with, that's you. Just know you're clearing, because you're intending on clearing whatever negative stuff, so you don't have to worry about trying to think of each negative thing, because it's just gonna take care of itself. Just trust. Just trust, because that energy. Yeah, those little dudes in there. See, it takes time. It's going to take a few months. And if you keep doing it every day, eventually you just be like, wow. You just dust off yourself, right? Come keep down and just be creative with it. So try that out. Try those techniques out. It's pretty cool. It's interesting to know how you just start seeing energy. So that's another video I have to, just reminded me I gotta do something else about seeing energy and auras. That's fuck. This is crazy. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I already went over 25. I didn't even want to go this long, but anyway, I thank you guys so much for watching, and to keep updated all the time on videos coming in, go on to my page where it says subscribe. There should be a bell, right? Click on that bell, and it'll come up with, if you want to be notified when new videos come up, however you want to content. If not, go in the settings and manage it that way. If you're having problems, hook me up, let me know. I'll try to get you there. Follow the blog, go to my Twitter. I'm going to be creating a Facebook page here eventually, very soon, and we can get on there and communicate, spread knowledge, wisdom, intelligence, all these different things. So this is what clearing does. It helps me clear my mind out. I've just thought of some bunch of craziness, so that's how it works. My mind's not off of that. I'm not working and stressing out to trying to find money, because I've been doing it magically. I don't even know how. Anyway, Let's not worry about all that. I love you guys so much. I thank you for tuning in, and hopefully we're all lightheaded now and clarity. You know, clarity. A lot of clarity will be coming in. Clear will be clearing the mind for new energy, new intelligence, and solutions. And just know that everything is a solution. Don't look at a problem as a problem. Look at it as a solution to something. It's hard to do, but if we're clear-minded, you see your dude up there, whoever, yourself, doing this. And then you have to align with that. This is how you do it. You align, you finally align with that now. As above, so below. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. Be unique, be inspiring, and be the swirl. Be the swirl. I love you guys.